Once upon a time, a little girl went to spend her summer holidays with her grandfather. She loved spending time with him, and every day she would play with him. One day the girl said, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to become a successful person. Can you tell me how one becomes successful?" Her grandfather smiled and said, "Of course, I will show you." He took her to a nearby nursery and bought 2 small plants. When they returned home, grandfather planted one in a pot inside the house and the other outside in the open ground. Then, he asked the girl, "Tell me, which of these 2 plants do you think will grow better?" The girl thought for a moment and said, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe. The one outside is in danger from sunlight, storms, and animals." Grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in the future." 4 years passed. The girl once again came to visit her grandfather and said, "Grandpa, that day I asked you how to become successful, but you didn't give me a direct answer. This time you must tell me." Grandfather smiled and said, "I will. But first let's look at the plants we planted years ago." He took the girl to the plant inside the house, which had now grown into a small tree. Then they went outside. There, the girl was surprised to see that the plant outside had turned into a huge tree. Its branches spread far and wide, giving shade to anyone who passed by. Grandfather asked, "So tell me, which of the 2 grew more? Which one is more successful?" The girl replied, "The one outside." "But grandfather, how is this possible? That plant must have faced so many dangers, yet it still grew so big." Grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, my dear. The plant outside had to face many challenges, but those very challenges made its roots deeper and stronger. Now it is so strong that even storms cannot harm it. The plant inside was safe, but it did not grow as much because it never had to struggle." Then grandfather looked into the girl's eyes and said, "Remember, if you always choose the comfortable path in life, you will never grow as much as you can. But if you are ready to face hardships and challenges, then no goal will ever be out of your reach. Don't think of problems as obstacles, think of them as steps toward success." The girl took a deep breath and looked at the tree. Now she understood her grandfather's wisdom. The difficulties of life, which we see as enemies, are in fact the very things that make us stronger and more successful. Life is like an adventure, full of twists and turns. These twists may look like obstacles, but they are actually puzzles waiting to be solved. Think of it as a game. The real fun is in figuring out how to overcome the challenges. Life works in the same way. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become stronger. So don't be afraid of roadblocks. Face them, solve them, and watch yourself rise step by step in the game of life.